Hey YouTube, so in this video I'm restoring this reel. This is the Abu Garcia 5500C. I found it at the bottom of Tempe Town Lake. So we're going to go through this. I'm going to take it apart. I've already cleaned the outside with white vinegar, but I'm going to take it completely apart and go through it, clean everything, all the calcium deposits, mud, anything that's on the inside. I'm gonna make new knobs for this handle out of wood, spray paint it, and let's go through the process. So here I'm taking everything apart in the order that it comes off. I'm laying it down on my mat. Still has a lot of soot on the inside of it. That's silt and calcium deposits. So I pour out some white vinegar, start to scrub everything as it comes off the reel. Just a lot of taking apart, cleaning, setting it aside, kind of catalog style, so I know how to put everything back together in the order that it came off. There's the other side of the reel. This was pretty sealed, so it didn't have a lot of silt in it and a lot of calcium. Looked better than the other side for sure. Surprisingly, the reel didn't have any rust. I guess everything in here is corrosion free. So it's just a matter of taking things apart, scrubbing and cleaning. Everything on the Abu Garcia comes apart. There's a method to taking everything apart. Just a lot of scrubbing, removing parts, cleaning the calcium deposits. Repeat. So now that I got everything completely apart, cleaned, this exploded view of the reel. Everything's laid out. So what I'm gonna take is the cage or the housing and the two end caps. I'm gonna tape off anything that needs to be taped off and spray paint this and sand it first, I think is what I do, and then primer coat and spray paint it with a metallic or automotive metallic paint. Sanding, elbow grease and sanding. Once everything dried from the sanding, I start to spray paint. Meanwhile that hangs to dry, I start working on the knobs for the handle. So to do this, I deconstruct the handle knob by cutting it in half, so I have the exact shape that I need to trace onto the piece of wood. I had some scrap maple that was the right width, the right height, the right everything. So I traced my pieces on there, my half. So I get on the bandsaw and start cutting. Now when you're doing stuff like this, make sure you wear safety gear like safety glasses and whatever else that you need to complete the task. Be vigilant of where your fingers are at all times, fingertips. Once I got the rough cut of the shape, I'm gonna drill the center of the pieces to accommodate the shaft on the handle. But before I do that, I need to find the center of both pieces. So this is how I find the center. Now both pieces are done. We're going to center punch this. Take a nice sharp object, a nail, a screwdriver. In this case, I'm using an awl. So after they come off the drill press, this is what they look like. Next step is going to be sanding. Just double checking my fit, making sure that I drill properly and everything's symmetrical on both of these knobs. Time to sand. Sanding, sanding, and more sanding. That was the last process of the rebuild project, and here are all the components laid out, cleaned, primed, painted, ready to be put back together. So I'm gonna take a little bit of lithium grease, white lithium grease, and grease up any cog or any worm gear, for example. This is the next part of the process, is just greasing up certain components and fitting them back together as they came off. Hopefully I remember how all this goes back together. So the original footage on this reel, when I found it or pulled it up off the bottom of the lake, I lost. So I can't show you that let's speed things up, and then we'll show you how the reel is put back together and looks at the very end. I'm gonna pair this up with a saltwater combo, or maybe a catfish rod, but we're gonna take this saltwater fishing. I'm gonna go to Mexico and hopefully catch a big fish with this reel. Maybe do a catch and cook. Thanks for watching, guys.